I'm sure you've been dying to know what this year's theme is, so here we go. This year, for 2021, the theme is Joined Together.
Pause. Hey guys, it's Cotton Rotten, and recently me and one of my friends decided to join the GMTK2021 Game Jam. For those that don't know, the Game Maker's Toolkit Game Jams are hosted by Mark Brown, where you're given 48 hours to make a game that fits a certain theme. This year's theme was Joined Together, so we had to have at least 2 elements that are somehow connected together. So we jumped right into Jamboard and started brainstorming different ideas. And so our final idea was to have a guy with 2 pistols in each hand that is bed-bounded to a medical bed. Sounds pretty weird. I started to quickly prototype the game while my friend worked on the modeling. In this background video I started out with a third-person example project, but later on I changed it to the top-down example character. Here is the basic gameplay idea: you shoot to move. The models of the character were done by now. Finally we can change him from looking like this to this. Something doesn't feel right, something is missing. Oh, I know what it is. Physics. Adding physics was super easy, and it worked perfectly on the first try. After fixing the problem, we decided to add some post-processing effects. We chose this stylized pack from the marketplace. Post-processing is awesome, because it can change the whole look of the game. We used the toon effect to achieve this cartoonish look. Adding a few effects in the gun models, our game looked pretty nice. But there is no time to waste. We had to make some type of enemy. We reused the player model and made this doctor. Adding him was pretty simple. We wanted to add the same type of physics to him, but we failed miserably. Let's just leave him with the normal ragdoll physics. So now we have some enemies. And that was the end of the first day. On the second day, we wanted to add something more, because we felt like the game didn't fit the theme well enough. So we went back to the drawing board, and that's where I came up with an awesome idea of attaching some sort of life support to the character. And I started to work on it, while my friend did the modeling for the life support in the first level. I made the enemies attack the life support, not the player. I made the life support as a separate movable object. The idea is that if you get too far from your life support, the connection will break and you will lose. So to move around safely you'll have to push your life support with you. While testing I found a funny AI behavior. Instead of attacking the life support machine, they will just push it away from the player, so I just left it in the game. Polished the look by adding some chromatic aberration. It's the effect on the edges of the screen. I needed to make the life support actually work. Now if you get too far from it, the connection breaks. Sheesh, now we can add the models. The game is starting to look pretty nice. Now we need to add some sort of indicator, so the player knows if he is too far from the life support. So I made a dynamic material that blends 2 colors depending on the distance. Now that looks pretty sick. One problem we had was, if the life support got stuck in a corner, it's there forever. To fix the problem, I made the life support move ever so slightly to the player. Time is ticking, and we don't even have the first level yet. A couple hours left and we found out that Unreal Engine has a multi-user editing system. And we decided to try it out. Wasn't the best idea. It took us about 3 hours to set up. This allows us to work simultaneously. And my friend helped me finish the level. We had a few hours left. But we had to find the right sound effects and music. For the sound effects we used a site called freesound.org. And for the soundtrack we went back to the marketplace, where we found some funky jazz music. Here is how the game sounds with the music and the sound effects. But don't get too far from your life support. Now what's left was the main menu. Played around with a few background colors. I chose this blue one. Adding some detail. And with only 33 minutes left, I pressed the submit button. We did it, boys. I'm exhausted, but here is some gameplay. We called the game Med Mayhem. But I will stop right here. If you want to see more, you can play the game for yourself. The link to the itch.io page is in the description. But the game is far from perfect. It's really short with only one level, and has tons of bugs. But participating in this jam was hella fun. You guys should go to the Game Jam submission page and play other people's awesome games. Well anyway, see you guys in the next video.